KILLA podcast. KILLAofficial.com.
THTC, the UK's leading ethical streetwear label. Organically grown and ethically built garments from hemp, organic cotton and other sustainable materials. 2019 is their 20th anniversary year. Join me with THTC as a KILLA podcast sponsor celebrating music, social activism, hemp and street culture. THTC, eco-fashion redefined since 1999.
KILLA Sweet 16 streaming across all music platforms now. Featuring 16s from Tina Kamau, Orifice Volgatron, Foreign Beggars, Marga, Bob Villain, Illerman, and Trigger. The sounds of KILLA Sweet 16s streaming now.
AG Dentistry. In my line of work, not only does what I do with the mouth get reviewed, it's also my instrument. And it's beyond important to me that my teeth get the professional service they deserve. The AG family provide expert dentistry, whether it's NHS or cosmetic. They're the finest in London. Head over to agdentistry.co.uk for more information on treatments and prices. AG Dentistry. Beatbox created. And we're here to talk about world music and street culture.
KILLA podcast.
Podcast wars.
You get me?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're inside the ride with a good friend and one of my favourite UK MCs from back to now, Mista Spyce, Billie Splyff. Brotherhood crew. I mean, like, this is the one. This is the reason why we do shit, you know what I mean? It's like you work hard, you end up rolling with the right people because you do the right things in your journey, you know what I mean?
I've seen this guy all my life, man. All my musical journey. This guy's been around. Trust me.
My G. It's a pleasure. And yeah, you know what he's doing. He's hanging on to these things right here.
Yeah, we do what we do out here. Mista Spyce AKA Billie Splyff. And if you don't know,
Inside.
Big things.
Never big enough.
Yeah, never big enough and never without it, you feel me?
Yeah.
OG, yeah? OG with it.
For those of you that have been living under a rock from the last 2 decades or more, Mista Spyce, part of a formidable crew called the Brotherhood. I discovered their music as a young man back in deepest, darkest Sussex, where it was like £8 to get a 12-inch record, and that went from a London place. It was on mail order or something, and One Shot was the first record. I know that wasn't the first record of yours.
Yeah,
but that was the breakthrough, because that was the album that really like that came at such a pivotal moment in like black culture, media on TV, and like you had The Word, and then you had the house party, dance energy, and all these things, and then this record just dropped. You know, there was Scientists of Sound, there was Khalif's, there was Flesh Roll, there was a bunch of other ones.
There was a little movement at the time, but yeah, when we dropped One Shot, that's when we kind of got the label deal with Virgin, and was very much on doing it British. Yeah. You know, where you said the Scientists of Sounds and the Khalif's and all them other people were trying to. I ain't taking nothing away from them. You know, they just rap with a bit of an American twang. That's what
they
it
were
was.
Just doing it a different way.
A bit of American twang. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And we were just. We were just doing it our way, which was just like I said. I'm from Wembley, so why am I going to rap like I'm from the Bronx?
I think the thing that was quite poignant at the way you used it. Right, so you had London Posse that established that, you know, this is our life in London, and there was a real kind of forward march in proving the point that the UK accent is vital to be real from where you're from. You guys were kind of like, okay, well, we've done that. Now we're just going to just do as we do. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a mission anymore. It was more like we were just doing it.
It was, we was just doing it because, like I said, is who we were. 3 English guys making hip-hop music. So, Shylock, Jewish kid from Edgware, Mr. Dexter from Kent, mixed race, and there's me from Wembley, Chocolate Estate. So, the only thing that brought us together was just hip-hop music. So let's just be true to it and ourselves. Yeah. And yeah, with the album Elementals, we kind of encompassed that. You know what I mean? We didn't try to follow no one else at the time that was out there. Yeah. You know, there was a bunch of people doing their thing, but Yeah, we just kept our head down and focused on what we
that was
wanted
a
to do.
crazy album. Like those, that was a real kind of like landmark album in my catalogue. Real.
That's what's up,
Oh
Kels.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wrote that in my kitchen, eating Chinese food, man. Real talk. There was no airs and graces with that, you know. Eating Chinese food with Shylock, playing Street Fighter, and then, my turn in the Street Fighter, then he'd figure out his 16 bars, and you got something like cool, pause, and then we trade off. That's how it really went down. There was no, like, let's ooh the oohs. None of that. My house, weed, Chinese. You got something? No, well, all right, let's figure it out. Put the music on and play Street Fighter until something formulates. I got something in there, Laurel. Yeah? Yeah. What's it sound? Yeah? Yeah, all right. You play and we figure this out.
Yeah.
And then
Hold this for me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of them ones there and figure it out. I'm like, I'm happy with that, you know. That can work for me. I'll kick it to him while he's still playing my character. All right, cool, give him my character. Now you got something to do now. You feel me? The album was really done just like that. There was no, we got to be deep with it or... We were just having fun, bruh. And like I just said, that was a moment, it was just that there. We was in my house eating Chinese, playing Street Fighter on the old Sega Genesis. That big old cartridge, son of a bitch. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
It's a funny one, isn't it? How because obviously we've spoke a little bit before. We had to.
We're friends. We just speak off the scene, but
we're just chopping it.
we're doing professional now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The cameras on, lights on. Like,
Yeah, so we gotta get sweet with it, you know.
Yeah, we got 45 minutes on this clock, so we're gonna whittle it down to the best bits. But you know, your career, obviously, has gone on since that, innit? You know, and that's just my intro to you. Like, but we can go back as far as the Covent Garden days in London.
Yeah, that's the foundation right there, bro. That was it for me until I kind of like landed on those cobblestones. It didn't make sense because up until then we were local with it. You understand me? So then we heard about this. Oh, you got to go to Covent Garden. These niggas. Oh, what? God, this was popping. And for me to go there and see other people, into this thing like me.
It's a new arena. It's like
it was a new arena, bro. It was the Coliseum.
Yeah.
It was that was the one. It was the Coliseum, rude boy. And I felt like Maximus. You understand me?
Well, either you do or you don't. If you don't, you fall. You got to be ready, ain't you?
Yeah, we're gonna get thrown to the lions, B. So we had to turn up and be about this. So I kind of got in there early and rubbing elbows and shoulders with who I need to rub with early. So people knew who I was about from early. They knew it was about that body popping thing, that street dance thing. You know what I mean?
Because you're local to the area, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm originally from Wembley, Chalkhill Estate. I was born in Willesden. Yeah. Melrose Avenue, 169. I can say the address now because my people don't own it no more. But whoever's at 169 Melrose Avenue, that was my birth yard.
Old tight.
Yeah, opposite Gladstone Park. Yeah, man, I started off there. And then, due to kind of family disputes and things, shall we say, my mum ended up in the hills, and that's where I spent my formative years growing up and, getting into trouble, doing
mischief.
Yeah, doing normal estate shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is, that kind of, it comes with a territory at times, don't it?
Well, yeah, it does. You know what I mean? Like a single parent. You know, mum working all hours God can bring. Left a lot of idle time for me. You understand me? So when she wasn't home, I was out of Rome. You understand me? Getting into all kinds of trouble. And then hip-hop came along. But it wasn't even hip-hop. I saw a thing called, what was it? I want to say Mikey Yarwood, yeah?
Mike Yarwood?
Yeah, Mikey Yarwood. Yeah. I want to say Mikey Yarwood, yeah? But he had a crew on there.
Yeah. This was like old school, like, presenter guy, right?
Yeah, impressionist, yeah?
That's right.
Right. But variety show.
That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had a group in there called Tick and Talk.
Yeah, I remember these guys.
The robotic dudes, yeah?
Yeah. I remember these guys, yeah.
When I saw that kind of, oh, what's that? That man's moving kind of funny. So I kind of tried that little thing. That was my kind of introduction to this hip hop thing.
So it's the dance thing. So
it
you
was
got
a dance. I got into that, the robotics thing, and then when hip hop came along with the popping,
then you'd already learnt the foundations.
I was already doing
on that.
robotics.
Yeah.
So this popping thing, maybe do that with some robotics and switch it up a bit, and yeah, I was dangerous.
See, right now, hold on, breaks. At this point right now, my head's like, well, because there's always an entry hole into like hip hop music.
Yeah, well, that was my entry hole.
Yeah.
Like I said.
But so there was this. Obviously, we're coming to the rapping bit, but it's crazy to think that out of all this time, like we known each other, there's like. And growing up on your stuff. No, at any point was
and
there
I even flipped your head today when I told you something else. You was like, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
I was in the credits of that rude boy."
Oh yeah, okay. So being a dancer, yeah. Can I elaborate? So because I had Normski round only like a couple of weeks ago. So and yeah,
he was my neighbour. He used to be my neighbour. Like yeah. Anyway, that's another story.
Okay, all right. Look, so you was on the credits of the Word, wasn't it? You were.
Yeah, I was a dancer on both seasons, because the Word run for 3 seasons, right? 3 or 4 seasons. So the first installment was me, my boy Pat Cesar, and Mark Diaz did the credits for that one. Then the second season, they had a bit more money. So yeah, you know what I mean? Your boy was up in it looking major swag.
Yeah.
Major swaggy, you feel me? You major swaggy, fam.
All of a sudden it just had a little upgrade
there. Yeah, rude boy. I'm getting paid for something I did for fun in the weekends, you understand me?
And then
so
it gets serious.
It got serious, so yeah.
That just highlights that for me was like my golden era. That time. When the Word is it's a TV show for those of you that are country or maybe a little younger.
Reality TV, man. It's first kind of stab at reality TV. If you want to kind of put a...
Yeah. I'll do anything to be on TV kind of things.
It's reality TV at its finest. It was a real first installment of reality TV.
Really pushed it, didn't it?
Yeah,
do you remember
that? It really did. It really did.
In the most provocative way, but at the same time, when you look at it now, it's like, oh, that's kind of nothing.
Tame now. Tame to what's happening now, but if you want to give it a label, it was reality TV.
Hands down.
But no one was ready for it. It wasn't what it is now.
Yeah.
If it was now, maybe the Word would be a beast now and the presenters and everything else would be household names.
Yeah.
But it was for its time.
I'd need Danny Bear looking exactly like how Danny Bear looked, though.
Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, yeah, peace to Mark Lamar, man. You a good dude, man. You know what I mean? Real talk. Because I met you when I was on my rapping run, and he was like, "I remember you." I was like, "Yeah, I'm glad you do."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know what? It's again, it just highlights this scenario here where it's like if you're doing the right thing and you're walking the right path, and your quality is up, and you have a good character, you always end up passing them people that you know what I mean, down the line.
What we said earlier on, having a job skill.
Job skill. Well, and the dancing thing really was your job skill from the interim, wasn't it?
It was my job skill. It was something that kept me out of trouble. And like I said, once hip hop came in, and then we, everyone else in my area started to kind of find their feet in it, like with break dancing and other poppers. Yeah. We kind of unite and start doing things, you know what I mean? Like my man Desmond Blair, who later joined London All-Star Breakers with Dolby and their man there. Yeah. This thing, hip hop, opened enough doors for people to kind of rub together and trade offer and enhance. Yeah. So my time on the streets, running around doing that little dance thing, showed me a lot, bro. Yeah. I've had to move when I'm ready to come into this game properly because I've got uncles who was in this game as well, and I've seen how they got dealt with. And it was always in the back of my head, when and if I do this microphone thing, I ain't getting done like those niggas.
Are you okay? So in the game, you're talking like they were part of the
British funk.
Right,
British funk era. Yeah. I could name check them, but
no, that's cool.
I'll tell you off the scenes. But but they were big in the game.
But they got mugged off.
Mugged, and I'm seeing it. Yeah, as a young'un. But I'm a young'un, so you can't hear nothing from a young'un. Shut up, you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm a young'un.
That's the last thing.
Them man deal with some street things. All right, cool. Get dealt with some street things. To the point where now them man came in, deal with them people they used to deal with before back in the day. I can still deal with my people. You understand me? Yeah. I didn't get even though we walked out of our deal, we didn't get raped because we left on a understanding. You understand me? So we left blessed out of our Virgin deal. But like I said, my uncles, I just watched them and my time dancing behind other bands and going on tour, seeing how they were getting dealt with their labels. By the time I walked into my Virgin deal, I kind of know what I'm going to get out of this.
Pitfalls and things like that, yeah.
You understand me? So whether the other two was aware of what was or not, I was.
Yeah.
Even though I smoked weed, I was focused and turned on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can be operational.
Oh, no, but they kind of see that, he's smoking, but he don't know what's going on. I know what the fuck's going on.
Just because the screensaver's on, don't mean the computer's not
Real
working.
talk. It's on slumber. Just hit the button, it's going to wake up. Boop, well, go on, I heard everything now. Shit, you heard? I think you just, I wasn't asleep, man. I was just on silent mode, you heard me?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you travelled with the whole dance thing then? You did a lot of manoeuvres?
I used to get phone calls at my house and tell me there's a plane ticket waiting for me at Heathrow, everything's paid for, turn up. I did some shit out here, man, and I was fortunate just to come from Chalk Hill, next thing you know, I'm in somewhere like I said, LA. You know what I mean? Working for Shanice Wilson. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Shanice Wilson, she did the I Love You Smile. Did we in that video?
I wasn't in that video, but I was part of her dance. But I was part of her dance entourage.
So you'll be able to see it like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Shout out Roberto Diginetti, man. We had fun on that little tour run doing around Europe.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's mad.
That's awesome. I did a few things out here, man, on the resume. You know what I mean?
But these resumes don't actually see. This is the beauty of this. Like I'm an artist. Do you know what I mean? I do this because I want to know what other artists think, what they're doing. You know how do you know what I mean? Like this beats like music documentaries. Fuck that. Like this is information that has never been documented.
No, not really.
That's crazy.
It wasn't really. I said to you off camera as well. The hip hop and the arts wasn't really moving in that kind of parallel. You understand me? The way it is now, you know, everybody wants to be in the arts now. Yeah, but back then it wasn't that vocation. When I was doing it, I was on a secret squirrel kind of move. I wasn't telling my ends what I was doing. Because if I told my ends what I was under,
they'd stop you.
My ghetto pass would be revoked for a minute and be up for review. I'd be up in front of a committee. And I wasn't about that life there. I just kept it off the radar with them man there until they actually saw the fruit of my labours. When they saw me on top of the pops, they were like, yo! I was like, that's why you never see me, fam. That's what I was doing. I was 3 years honing my craft, trying to figure this thing out. Now I figured it out. I'm getting paid. What up? Fresh gear. I'm on the block 1 minute.
And then they're like, oh, see, I knew it.
Yeah, I always knew you were going to be a yeah, whatever be. But if I told you at the time, I would have heard something else, which would have dampened my flame or maybe go another route. But because I just didn't want my mum to work no more, real talk, you know what I mean? Because mum struggled. And I knew what I was doing at the time was adding to the bullshit. And I was like, what can I do that I'm good at? And it was that thing at that time there. Hip-hop wasn't going to do it because it was still new over here. So for me to immerse myself in hip-hop, say, yo, hip-hop's going to this, that, and the third. Nah, that wasn't going to be it at the time.
Because it wasn't cutting the bread enough.
It wasn't cutting that kind of cake, you understand me? So I had to go away and do my thing and navigate how I navigate.
So it started with the dancing and then that morphed into...
It was the hip-hop, really, but the dancing was my way out of trouble, bruh.
Yeah, I get you.
Because the hip-hop was always there, was always that noise coming from upstairs. You don't turn that down. But one day this thing is going to do something in my head, I'm saying. I don't know how it's going to form and shape me or do what it did. But I had it in my head, one day turn this noise down is going to be something. And it happened to be that something.
If only you had a quid for every time you were told to turn it down as well.
Yeah, real talk. Would have been rich a lot long ago. You know what I mean?
Okay, I've got a social question for you. Like, albeit you've got to have a talent and you've got to want the motivation with that talent to get out of the situation. But what is the answer to people that digress and don't look after their mum and not add to the struggle? What makes them stay in that situation? Why not take that leaf from an inside perspective? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I ain't got an answer for that. For me personally, like I said to you, I just didn't want to see my mum go through what I was putting her through. Yeah. Hence, police kicking off her fucking door, running in, looking for me or what. Nah. I was off that page. You understand me? I just woke up. When I had my mum sob a different sob, we all are human, yeah? We all got heart. I don't give a fuck how sug or gangster you are, yeah? At some point, something makes you go, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Hear my mum give a certain cry, made me go, oh, fuck.
Like
I'm bigger than this.
Yeah.
I'm bigger than this. I want to make this woman smile, man. How can I make her smile on a grandiose scale? You understand me? What can I do out of that I'm good at? I'm good at this embarrassing man to music shit. How can I make this embarrassing man to music shit work? I had to ask for help. I wasn't scared. I was grown enough to say, yo, I'm trying to do something different here. How do I do it, bruh? And at the time, my boy Michael John Charles,
old tight Michael.
My brother, man, to this day, boy, he changed my life. He took me on this entertainment journey I ended up on. If it wasn't for him taking me under his wing, forget my uncles, who I was talking about in the music business before, forget them waste, man. They didn't show me nothing. They kept the doors closed on me for whatever reason. Blam.
Wow.
But this brother here took me and showed me something that changed my whole view on it.
You know what? That's probably for the best thing, you know? It's like having a good teacher.
He was my life teacher.
Because you're a blank canvas to them. There's no judging. It's like they either see the potential in you or they see you.
But that's what he said. He said he sees me on the walkway with the man them doing what I'm doing. Because out of all of them, you're the only one with any style and flair to it. Yeah. So when you approach me, I took you serious. I wasn't going to approach you and say, yo, you got some talent in a boy.
Yeah,
pursue that.
Dude, it starts with the talent.
It's up to me to work it out and think, I got something here. I don't know what to do with it, but I know homie here is on that path. What are you doing on that path, bruh? How do I get in there? Because I got a clue. All right, I'll show you. Once he showed me and he gave me that 1-2 talk, blinkers, B. I'm focused. I now
That's
know.
Like some Customado. Was it Customado Tyson shit?
Yeah, B. But I wasn't fighting like that. I was fighting to kind of just stay alive and figure it out. But he was my, that's a good analogy right there. I like that one.
No, it's a perfect story. It's the perfect.
Because he changed my life. If it wasn't for Michael John Charles showing me what he showed me at that present moment in time, me and you wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation. I wouldn't have been around the world on different levels where I have been. My life experience would be an 8x10 fucking square meals a day.
Yeah.
Doing some gel push-ups. Yeah.
Anyone. It's funny how, like, the what-ifs really do echo more. Like, especially, again, I'm just coming back to the same set of circumstances whereby all the things that led you to do what you do, like, then garnered your involvement within the music and hip hop, and everything that you built up prior to that was just it was a precursor to the point that we're sitting here now and I'm reciting like songs of yours, and that, like, we were talking about the Covent Garden dance scene, like the breakdance community, like the whole thing. And those were the foundations that set precedence to the record stores, that set precedence to the hip-hop being like...
It built the scene. That whole Covent Garden really was... It was the epicenter of the scene. You couldn't say it was hip-hop and not know about the gardens or not know people that we know... that can co-sign your validity too, to being in... So it was all of that with the whole thing. So
validity is important.
Yeah.
I've certainly found that in my walk. It's like you've got to walk the line. You can't just like suddenly be it. Like you have to have your
earn them stripes. You got to earn them stripes, whether it is with the mic, whatever it is, but you gotta be in this thing and be known in this thing. You know what I mean? Like I said before, off cam, certain people claim gardens, but you know they weren't gardens. You know what I mean? I know old school and old school not old school. You know what I mean? Real talk. Half of the people that claim gardens, I know you weren't there. I know you weren't there. It's just not to say now because it is what it is. But nah, man, you weren't there, B. You weren't there, man. You weren't there.
What's your favourite era of hip hop?
The 90s, B. The 90s. It was, you had to really show and prove. You couldn't just step up and be any old bodkins that can step up now. The 90s, you had to really, beats, lyrics, everything. You just couldn't half step, man. Now, 8 bars of nonsense. Yeah. Put a dress on.
Everyone's a winner.
Dye your hair a bit funny.
Well, yeah.
You kind of win.
That's kind of the order of the day.
But the 90s for me was my, this is the shit.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I used to love there was so many characters growing up, like, within the scene. Even the UK stuff, like with Skinny Man and being one prominent fixed.
Salute Skinny.
Yeah, shout out Skinny Man all day.
Yeah.
Podcast comes on, you know.
Yeah. You know what? It's what fallacy.
Fallacy.
Yeah.
110%. That's another character.
That's what I'm saying. The 90s. That's what I'm saying. The 90s. You know what I mean? I ain't a fan of many people, but Skinny, Fallacy, and Fallacy, my boy.
Yeah, Fallacy for days.
Yeah, Fallacy would be nice to have sit and have a talk to.
Yeah, believe me, I'm trying.
You might have to go to Manny to get that one. He's up in Manny, but salute Fallacy, man, my dude.
Yeah, but then you got the States, like.
See, I lived out there for a minute. I took myself out there and lived out there for a minute in the States. So I got fed up of over here at one stage. Over here was a piece of shit. I was like burnt out with the game, fed up with everybody.
So that's how you kind of got to know, like the MOP guys or Sadat X. Is like I saw that on the other day. I was like, well, what? But the amount of people that like you bucked with.
That's what I'm trying to say to you, fam. You know what I mean? Because I took myself out there, immersed myself back in it. It wasn't until I was in the recording session for Grind Date, De La Soul's album that came out in Sanctuary.
Yeah.
I was there for the whole of that session, B. And that kind of really that spark.
Yeah.
Like, this hip hop thing, man. I ain't done with it, man.
Yeah.
I ain't done with it.
You got the hunger again.
I got the hunger again. I was in mad spots I shouldn't be. Hence me knowing MOP and certain other people's. I'm in corners I shouldn't be in. You know what I mean? But I'm there. And they're respecting my moves. You know what I mean? So, I'm affiliated with quite a few of my favourites in the game. I'm still a fan of this game, you know. If I hear a good tune, I lose my mind. I don't sit there humbly and go, good tune. I'll say that's a fucking tune.
It's a bang, yeah. But I think with time, like you can fall back into nostalgia that you lose perspective on what.
Well, my crew had broken up, so
you disbanded from the whole idea anyway.
I was done, bro.
Really?
I was done from when Sherlock did his own thing and Dex was on his own little fuckery. I was just like, Sam, I had the opportunity to go to America. Yeah. Took it. I'm going to stay here for. Yeah. Fuck out there and go and do my thing, innit?
Yeah, that's right.
Go out there. Like I said, right, this is how the story goes.
There we go.
Boom. Land, New York, at Grand Central Station now. So I'm going out to Long Island to go and check a homie. Because I'm just here now. I'm like, yeah, come see me. Where you at? Long Island. All right, fuck him, come in. So I've gone down to the fucking platform. So I've called him. I goes, yo, what platform? He goes, yo, get a ticket first, son. Oh, so we're having a conversation. So we're like, all right, cool. So I've looked down from looking at the board, and I'm standing behind a figure that I know, but I'm like, I think I'm standing behind Maceo, B. He's like, what? Yo, that's the homie, son. Yo, that's the homie. I ain't seen him for fucking years. If that's me, yo, give him the phone, son. I'm like, one second. Yeah, man, shit. He was like, yo, what up, son? I was like, got someone on the phone and wants to talk to you real quick.
What?
Yeah?
Get out of
He
it.
looked at me, looked at the phone, went, what? Hello? Who this? Say word.